Hey guys, Joshua Ghosten here. I just wanted to give you another video, another update about what's happening with me. And just, just a few things that have gone on in my life that, I want you to realize where I've been and where I've come from. And sometimes, it's kind of good to know that, somebody else has been there and that somebody else is going to have the same feelings and know exactly what's happening with you. Again, I'm in my hotel room, all by myself. So, just to just give you, where I am and where I come from, and I'm going to speak from the heart and just kind of let you know. So, I just got finished with my job today. I was at work for about 9, 10 hours today, and it was a good time. I really love my job. I just like what I've done. Let me just tell you where I've come from. I started in 1997 with First Student. Started out as a school bus driver, and I worked my way all the way to the top. I started each level. I did school bus driving. I worked through helping with the shop and helping rebuild seats, and then I kept working my way up from there. And I basically became a trainer for the school bus drivers, and then from there I worked up and became a dispatcher. They asked me one day, said, "Hey, you want to be a dispatcher?" I said, "Sure, why not?" And so I was in charge with dispatching school buses for a while, and then they wanted me to be the manager, and up from there I became the manager of the location, and then I just kept working up from there. Um, I worked there for about 10 years, had lava strapped to one ankle and had an alligator strapped to the other ankle. But it actually worked out pretty good because I started also working on a project. I think it was about in 2000, 2001, 2005, I think it was, and started flying to Chicago. And when I was in Chicago, we started going through some GPS information. Well, anyway, long story short, I started working with them, and eventually they made me one of their people that would go out and train the locations. So I would basically what I do is I go and train dispatchers, managers on the next product that we have, which is a internal product that we've created, and it works with GPS, payroll, and just helps our dispatchers to be able to dispatch the vehicles correctly. So it's a pretty cool program. I like it. It gives me some good interaction, and it keeps that day-to-day stuff going on. So, but a couple other things that I want to say is that with marketing, I've been in marketing for a while too, since '97. Isn't that amazing? I started with Amway in '97, and that's when I got married. I remember that my now current ex-wife, she was mad at me because she didn't want me to approach our friends and family because it might embarrass us, and just it just wasn't good. And I would, as many people as I could, talk to and get a hold of, and put them in front of the presentation. It was like, this is the best company in the world, and in fact, I joined Amway, and it soon went to Quickstar, and then moved on from there. I remember I got two people. I got my brother, and I got another friend of mine, and I just knew it. I said, I'm going to be rich. I'm going to be rich. And I thought that was the most amazing thing in the world, because I got my two and work on from there. Well, eventually I got two more people, and I made a pretty good chump change, $50 a month or so, and we actually made it pretty far. And it was really good. The only problem is I ran out of leads. I didn't know who to go to next. I didn't know where to go, and eventually, if I didn't do it, the marketing just fell apart. And in fact, one month everything did. It just all fell apart, and I didn't have any business to deal with whatsoever. So, um, like I said, I hit everybody up. I just couldn't find the friends or the people that I need to talk to next. So, anyway, I started the next company a couple years ago. Actually, last year I started with World Ventures. Turned out to be the same type of thing. I'm always hitting up my friends and family, and right about the same time I was directed, and I started to move, and I found a top tier company, and spent about $25,000 with them. And I really didn't figure the exact number, so I'm going to do that before the next video. But I want to know exactly how much I spent with them. It was a lot of money, and we went to Hawaii and really opened up our brains. I mean, I love what they did because they helped us out tremendously. But in the meantime, I found Empower Network, and with Empower Network, they have really brought everything together for me. They've shown me how to get leads. They've shown me how to get a sales, and they've really fixed everything in the background. I mean, you don't have to create capture pages. You don't have to create websites. You don't have to create anything. The only thing that you're responsible for is to bring leads into the system, and that is the only thing that you have to do. So anyway, I just want to tell you a little bit more of my story right before I go down to supper, and just give you a little more information about who I am and where I come from, and just to let you know that I'm real. I'm just like you, and I was really struggling in the marketing area. In fact, I still am, and I want to move forward. And each time that I move forward will be another step or another cog in the chain, or another link in the chain for us to move forward. So I'm going to keep posting these. I'm going to let you go through these video sets and say, hey, you know what? This is Josh. He's a real guy. This is who I am. And so, yeah, I do. I wear a nice shirt and stuff to work, and some of you may do the same. But just remember that I came from working on seats, and actually before that I was working as a trash man. So doing some other stuff, and I'll hit that later on. But I just tell you, just sometimes you just got to make the decision just to be there with us. So anyway, I just to give you a little more information. So thank you so much for watching this video. Take care.